Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Fanny Pack Wrestling 2K23 MyGM, where we play a modded version of WWE 2K23 in MyGM mode, and pit AEW versus TNA versus Ring of Honor in head-to-head booking competition, head-to-head, as it were. I'm PD Rave up here in this corner, representing TNA Wrestling. Here with me, my fellow GMs, we've got representing Ring of Honor, David Majors, aka DJM.
Buenos tacos, muchachos. Apparently, CNN has William Shatner on to discuss the lunar landing because nothing matters.
But where is Ja? Is what I'm wondering.
As a wise man, as a formerly wise, not so wise anymore man once said, nobody gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks.
And representing AEW Collision, we've got the one and only King Kaz.
What up, baby?
We're here to book. Also out on assignment today is Drew, normally representing Dynamite. I'll take care of the booking for him. I'll try not to sabotage his show.
Not on purpose.
At least not on purpose. Yeah. I can't promise that I won't sabotage it, but it won't be on purpose. But yeah, we're doing the GM thing. If you enjoy this fun stuff, as we sit here, we hang out, we talk, we book the GM modes, and we watch the wrestling. If you like hanging out with us, be sure to hit the like button. And maybe leave some comments below what your thoughts are. If you have any, things, if you want to answer, speak back on our opinions of things and wrestling and otherwise, go ahead. And if you want to watch us live, come on over to the Rebelli TV on Twitch. If you're over here on Twitch, be sure to catch us on YouTube. If you're one, like I said, if you're on one, go to the other and check out both of them. It helps us out a lot. You can check out all of our other shows as well. Really just like the two other ones, which is Record Breakers, our music podcast, and our upcoming new campaign for Through the Tomes called Hand of the Eight. Look forward to that. That's going to be some fun times.
So now let's actually produce something for the people to watch.
Yes. All right, let me press a button over here. Press the number 5 on that numpad. Oh, god dang it. I forgot to make sure the fucking capture card on the thing was working.
Make sure you've coordinated the dingle dangle. And the coagulation is aligned.
I'm gonna have to buy a new. I'm gonna have to finally get around. Well, when I have money, even when I get some kind of current, income, I need to upgrade the CPU on the main, on the main compy, because sometimes using OBS and doing everything on the fucking Linux computer that I do it on, sometimes the video stuff gets weird and wonky and breaks itself. It seems to forget what all the video devices I have plugged in are, or that they exist at all. All right, we're doing GM mode. We also had the one thing we had we were talking about before I started and introed the thing was the fact. What was it? Oh my god, what was it? It was some Detroit Piston news, which is that who was it? Oh, that punched Kevin Eubanks or something?
That would be Pistons forward/center Isaiah Stewart, aka Beef Stew, nice. Aka the dude that ran at LeBron.
Yes. I was saying that it reminds me of that recent incident that happened with the Korean national team where fucking Son Heung-min apparently had his finger broken with during a physical altercation with some of the young pups, because it was a story that got put out there, and I suspect, and there's like a lot of thing going back and forth that maybe trying to like, you know, maybe some people were putting out that information to kind of like, you know, to muddy the waters on some things. But yeah, that was just the thing I was like looking at.
Mixed up stories and rumors from Korea. Get out of here.
Because fucking mainly because they're probably trying to distract from
everything.
Klinsman. Well, Klinsman trying to distract from the fact that he was just gonna get, or at least trying to save his job by saying like, no, it's not that I suck as a soccer coach. It's that they can't get along. It's these guys, they just can't get along. There's a division.
Jurgen Klinsmann somehow continues to keep getting work.
Yeah, I mean, not anymore with the Korean team. Shit canned like just a few days ago.
Okay.
It's like just you got fired, which is good. Talk about failing upwards.
Shout out Doc Rivers.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna. But that was just what reminded me. But yeah, how are the Pistons doing as I get started with my booking?
They're not much better. They're not much better than how you've heard. they made a lot of trades and made some moves, but they're still really bad. They're still really bad. And what's worse is that it looks like general manager Troy Weaver and head coach Monty Williams, both outed to be complete frauds, are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So right now for the Detroit Pistons, it's pretty much the abyss. It's the endless oblivion of just terrible basketball. Yeah. Terrible, unwatchable basketball. Like, there's being a fan of your team, and I can't think of another word. Being a mark.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was Athena versus Lita because they want to have okay. Then we're gonna have Dakota Kai run in. Okay, and we're gonna have call out. Okay. And
got things pretty well in order and prepared?
Yeah. I've been like overthinking. It's just I still need to be bringing in revenue. I want to like prepare. I might have to, at least starting next week, start focusing on self promos rather than advertisement, but I'll see. Damn it. I was hoping to find a giant in free agency. Let me see. Not even Blue Cane. What the hell?
I thought we had Blue Cane.
We had Blue Cane, but it looks like we have enough legends that they're not all on the legends.
Boo.
So it's able to cycle some out. Ah, crap. I was hoping for a giant. Who's a not too expensive good addition? I need a face. Funky weapon. No, it's too much. Fire rate is too expensive.
Who is Reiko Hinimoto?
That's from, I think she's from Rumble Roses.
The game?
Yeah. As you can see, she looks like a game, video game. Do I want big LG? I don't know.
Is that Deucalion? Wow,
yeah.
That is a deep cut, sir.
I thought that would be enjoyable. Ah, crap. Should I go big signing or Those are especially okay. Or should I just get somebody I can build around?
Is that guy's name Medical Bill?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Okay. These guys. Oh, I can't. I need to like be mindful. Let's just sign Delirious.
Delirious. I like it.
Somebody who's okay popularity wise. I was hoping to get a giant because of that thing where if a giant wins a 4-way, I get money, but there are no giants available. Okay, who do I want? I wanted, okay. Mr. Rollins and Mr. Cardona in a 4-way for the X Division title. This should be okay. Okay, let me look at the logistics. Okay, and then card. Okay, I need to rest up Chris Jericho. He's originally going to be booked in that that 4-way, but it's like no, wait, he's not correct. Oh yes, and I'm going to get this. Okay, and immediately use it to at least proc that that submission match. Well, I have no more money to spend, and I think I've pretty much set this up. Okay. Build that. Okay, so this is going to be just a 4-way, just putting a title online and having a bunch of pretty okay popularity guys. This is getting the commissioner goal because so I can get more free crew booking. This is just a matchup to build a rivalry, and this is to just finish this rivalry and just in case Trick Williams once again wants to quit. In case he tries to quit again, at least fucking get this rivalry out of the way.
Unless he wins.
Yeah. But at least the rivalry will be done. I don't have any unfinished business. If he wins and that makes him happy, you know, that'd be great. Yeah. That is all for me. What's next? Well, it's all for TNA. Oh, now it's Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Which I have to take care of. Hey Tyler, you've seen the work I've been putting in. I forgot about music.
I honestly didn't even notice.
I just, I like having a little bit of like sound, like a nice little sound bed to kind of set the mood. Themes. You all. I'm just gonna straight vaporwave. Let's try starting in the middle.
Any enjoyable wrestling things this week for you boys?
Dynamite was pretty okay last night. Some nice moments. Main event match, absolutely. There was a touchy moment with Madison Rain taking a move wrong, landing straight on her head, but but it was all right.
I finally caught the New Japan show with the final Kazuchika Okada Hiroshi Tanahashi match and Zack Sabre versus Bryan Danielson 2, which was
3, 2,
outstanding. Outstanding wrestling that match.
Yeah, I can only imagine those people. Ooh. Okay, yes, somebody, but
It was just well crafted. It started well. It ran well. It ended well. Just great wrestling.
Okay. What rivalries? Let's have one steel cage match.
Oh, and the Sting EP from Mikey Ruckus came out.
Nice.
He did 4 songs on the various eras of the Stinger. And I'm normally a Mikey Ruckus guy, but what I will say is the best song on this EP was the song that had the guest appearance from former TNA composer Dale Oliver.
Nice.
The rest of the EP,
Wait, Tiffany Stratton. Wait, who did I promised Tiffany Stratton something, right? And then she's no longer here?
oh well.
I'm like, I'm like, I didn't imagine that, right? Okay. Fucking Kenta is his champion. Let's have a bit of an Extreme Rules match between these two. Alright, well, okay, yeah. And let's have some call outs to build rivalries. Oh no, oops. Okay, actually. Okay, yeah. Better that. Some people that, wow, View of Van has a lot of popularity on the show. Holy crap.
Petey.
Yeah.
Permission to rant.
Go ahead.
All right. So earlier today and post Dynamite, word that was going around was Hangman Adam Page may have suffered an ankle injury. And per Fightful, it was confirmed that the injury was not legitimate. And I saw people getting upset at AEW and Hangman for selling an injury. I'm sorry, guys. Did we forget that this is a television show?
Yeah.
And if you're going to say something like they shouldn't try and fool people with real or fake injuries, I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think if that's how you feel, professional wrestling might not be for you. Because the point of professional wrestling is to blur the lines of reality and fiction to get the audience emotionally invested. The obfuscation is the point. And if an injury storyline upsets you this much, I'm sorry, this is going to be very douchey of me, but I'm just gonna say it. If that really bothered you, you might be a little soft.
Soft.
You might be a little SAWFT soft.
Okay.
Because injuries have been used in wrestling, real or otherwise, time immemorial. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Why is there a team?
All right, rant over.
Oh shit! He's about to die. So non-title tag match. Okay. Is she? Oh, she's TBS. Oh, she's TBS champion and tag champion. Okay.
Oh, Sheeta?
Yeah, Sheeta. Okay. Oh, they show both belts. Okay. That's... Oh, they updated that. Okay. Fuck. He actually doesn't have a lot of people on his roster. He's a pretty like slim roster. I mean, okay.
Oh, Drew?
Yeah, Drew. Huh. Okay. Definitely needed. Okay, I only got a minute left. Not gonna... I don't think he needs anybody right now, but okay. Doesn't have anybody. Oh, Viva Van will become group. Oh. I don't have a book friend. Okay. She wasn't already. I guess she was local or something. And what makes sense? Alright. La Escuela.
Alexa Bliss. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
She was busy having a baby.
That's right.
An adorable baby.
I will take your word for it.
As far as I remember.
All right, Ring of Honor. All right.
Malachi Black.
Malachi like my world champion?
You can check. Press triangle to see info. Yeah, he's your world.
Yes, he is. Ah, crap. All right. Well, you know what? It's a good thing I got money.
Yeah.
All right, Malachi.
You just gotta give him what he wants.
What do you want? Oh, 55K? Yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Things aren't where I'm ready to tear up my contract and move on.
Willow. Such
Willow.
a perky person.
Any
loyalty bonus?
I'm out of here. You can keep your money. I'm out of here.
Oh.
Deuces. All right. Hey, boss, I have a proposition for you. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership in the next few weeks? You have my back and I'll have yours.
Meeting. Oh, no.
popularity 60s.
Other recent headlines. It was TNA exercising Josh Alexander's option on his contract and then announcing it as if he re-signed.
Yeah.
It's like, oopsie. And then Jay Chung calling them out on their bullshit.
Why don't you just say we've pulled the player option or the team option?
They tried to,
because wrestling isn't football, and we now live in a world where wrestling companies are trying to be the good guy. So sounding like the bad guy, like NFL teams do, isn't media friendly. Isn't
conversely,
they're not beholden to like language. I imagine language restrictions and like things that might piss off the union because there's no union.
Conversely, there are a lot of people who think that wrestling would do well as to present themselves with more of a sports-based presentation.
Yeah.
And a good example of this would be, talking about your contracts like they're actual real-ass contracts, like other sports do. All right. Nope.
The thing is,
I'm gonna be impartial.
Yeah. The thing is, if sports teams didn't have to, they wouldn't.
But they do.
Because they have to. And then like it's the classic of like every corporation telling every corporation tells you not to discuss pay with other people because they don't want you comparing.
Yeah, even though you're supposed to, and you can.
Yeah. So if they can avoid people knowing what someone's getting paid or what other people are getting paid, they can't compare and say like, "Oh, he's getting paid that much, and look at what his level is. I should be getting paid that much or more." If you don't know what people are getting paid, then like you have nothing to like bring. You have very little to nothing to bring to the bargaining table unless you just have to like push with limited leverage as far as like concrete comparison. So the reason we don't have that is because if you want that, we need to have a wrestlers union basically.
Which is never going to happen.
Yeah, so
wrestlers are self-serving.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna look.
Why is
Donna Matrix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, hopefully next week there's at least a couple of giant or two in the fucking free agency.
What do I have?
How often does like it populate with like different people in free agency?
It repopulates it every week. I'll drop my phone. It should repopulate it every week. And just kind of cycle in and out. Maybe some repeats, but yeah, generally each week it's reshuffled in.
Wait, did you start the timer, Pete?
Oh shit. I'll start it now.
Okay.
I forgot.
Because it was like, man, JGM's been going for a minute here looking through people.
I remembered to do it for myself, but I forgot to do it. Yeah, that was interesting. Also, AEW signing Jennifer Pepperman. Three-time Emmy Award winner, Jennifer Pepperman.
And I guess she's friends with Mercedes Moné.
And people are making it like, it's funny, like people, the dialogue on the internet is like, it makes it sound like her entire purpose is to write for Mercedes Moné, except for the fact that, ignoring the fact that she's a 3-time Emmy Award winner and is like, and has a job that involves all of creative. So,
well, you know, wrestling fans that know something other than wrestling challenge.
Yeah, exactly. So is she going to be a friendly person within the creative of AEW for Mercedes when she finally arrives? Yes. But she probably will also help with other things. Also, her career, I looked her up because I didn't know who she was before this. And she primarily did soap operas, which makes sense. She did like One Life to Live, and I right now off the top of my head I can only remember One Life to Live as being one of the shows she produced and directed for.
How about,
also apparently she's the one that flexed her Emmy and pissed off Michael P.S. Hayes, but you know what, makes her based.
We gotta rest. We gotta rest, Lance.
I'm worried about how I booked the Drew show. I think it should have a good like drama curve. It's just also Christian Cage continuing to be the best at being a heel, at being the worst. Fucking the giving the just like it's a meme, but him going for once again going for "and your dad is dead." It's
pretty great.
And giving that address and it being a cemetery.
Christian is on the run of a lifetime right now.
I remember one of the things that, like, I think I read somewhere, like Adam Copeland was talking about how, like, one of the ways that, like, one of his biggest strengths is he knows how to be a heel, and one of the big things that like the big detail is like, rather than being like a cool heel like a lot of guys are, he knows, like, for example, he wears that turtleneck. That turtleneck is lame, but he does it for a reason. It's lame because that's the point. He could be wearing his cool gear with the C and that but he wears black pants and that turtleneck that bothers people. It's like, it's perfect. Like, and that's what I think it's something that he shares with I almost said Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs, and that, you know, they're when they're heels, you know, they have the stupid facial hair, and they, you know, back then it was the danglies and all that ridiculous, but now it's the suits and the stupid facial hair, and
100% on purpose.
Yeah, and like all the like fucking corporate talk. Like, I swear, I'm going to crap my pants if they show up and announce they're having a pizza party in an episode of like Dynamite. I will poop my pants, because that would be like, that's the only thing they have left.
What I'm hoping they do is they rename the Meltzer driver.
Yes.
And what I'm hoping is that they call it the Future Endeavor.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping. Title match. Since I've got the money to spend, let's get wild. Yeah, let's get wild. Yeah, let's get a little wild.
But it's fantastic heel work. from both of them.
Christian Cage is on a run. And see, Edie, what's my time?
2 minutes. You're about to hit the 2-minute warning.
All right.
Yeah, 2-minute warning now.
That is Lance, and he needs to rest anyway.
Where did I put my main? Also, the other thing that made me less than happy was fucking John Cena.
Yeah,
saying he loves. I'm gonna love the man. I'm like, you could just not. I think he like.
You know he wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like,
fuck it, we ball.
He wants to be all happy-go-lucky with everything. It's one of those like realizations that the facts that we have to like remind ourselves. It's like, just like we remind ourselves that The Rock is a egotistical narcissist, no matter how cool he seems. John Cena is a company man. He's a company shill. He's a happy-faced company shill. He's a very corporate shill.
And he always has been.
And
all right,
AEW Collision.
And I mean, he could have just not said anything. He could just give a non-answer, you know. But whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do. It's like he seems, and he didn't say it, but I feel like I could see him going, like, we shouldn't have hate in our lives. Where my answer would be, yes, we can hate some people. Some people need to be hated. You can hate evil. Some people are evil and are deserving of hate.
And if he wanted to be the corporate company man and not offend anyone, he could have just said that he expresses sympathy for the victim.
Yeah.
And say, let the judicial process play out and express sympathy for the victim.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
But he decided to be one of the boys.
Mm-hmm. Unlike Seth Rollins, who outright said, like, if what happened is true, everybody should be strung up. Everybody involved should be strung up.
Daniel Lopez is an American professional wrestler. He is currently signed to WWE, where he performs on the Raw brand under the ring name Seth freaking Rollins, and is the current
Breaking is his actual middle name.
As I was saying, but yeah, like his answer of like, he didn't accuse any specific person, but he just straight up said like, anyone, if what was said is true, anyone involved should be strung up, or like, yeah, he said something along those lines. All right, I'm gonna start your timer in 3, 2, 1.
An extra 30 seconds on the end.
We have stoppage time. Yeah, like. I get the exact words. Because I don't like hearing about it or reading about it. It's abhorrent, and I hope that if the allegations are accurate, I hope that anybody who's involved with it gets what's coming to them, because it sucks, dude. And it's like, Yeah. And for me, it's difficult because, again, I didn't see the side of him. You know what I mean? I didn't experience that. So when you see stuff like that, it's jarring, it's painful, and it sucks all around. It's just another way to say it. It sucks. That's fair. You know, it sucks that someone you knew as one person turns out to be a different kind of person. It's fair to say that. Like, you can say that. Like, you can say that it sucks that, you know, it breaks your heart that the person you cared about might be, you know, a piece of shit.
The one thing I will say that I think a lot of the WWE talent is doing is they are actively not dwelling on it.
Yeah.
And they are actively moving away from any and all association with Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And I think that is something we should all consider.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe
completely distance ourselves from him.
And I can only hope we'll see a day. And I'm not gonna get my hopes up about whatever supposed federal investigation is happening. But if he can get, if he ends up in prison till the day he dies, that would be a beautiful thing.
I don't think too many people would be mad about it.
At least not anybody that matters.
I don't even know if Linda would care.
No, she didn't care when she was she was with him. She was the only thing she cared about was she had her children, and she was in a marriage. And then, you know,
for political reasons.
Yeah, for political reasons.
You know, this tech is just not gonna fit, so. Ooh. How much my show cost?
Huh. Apparently, George Lucas originally wanted to give the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi to Toshiro Mifune, which would have been an inspired choice. One of the great actors of his era. Of course, most notably synonymous with the work of Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, it makes sense. Very like, yeah, the
Lucas has said several times that the Kurosawa movies and samurai films were a huge influence on Star Wars.
Yeah.
He also has said several times that Star Wars is explicitly political.
Yeah.
Kind of like X-Men, PD.
Yeah.
Did you know that X-Men actually is political?
Maybe
it always has been?
Maybe an allegory on marginalization, particularly with people of color or the queer community. Maybe.
This just happened. It just happened. It's the woke PC culture and the millennials and the wokeness. And they've ruined X-Men just like they've ruined video games. Because, you know, girls are there.
Yeah. God. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me the Like a Dragon series is political, and not a cool gangster movie, a gangster game.
Well, I mean, it's both.
Yeah, that's true. Not just a cool gangster game. that is on my mind mainly because marathoned Ray Narvaez Jr.'s playthrough of 7 and 8, the Yakuza Like a Dragon, and Infinite Wealth. And now I got to get around to starting my own playthrough, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start. I started Yakuza 0, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play them because they're almost all on Game Pass. So it's like, so I'm like, well, might as well. Those are wild, fun seeming games.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What you looking out on your roster? How you feeling?
On my roster in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I need more talent.
Yeah.
I need a few more people. My tag division is floundering.
Yeah.
The Usos are trying to keep it up, but it's floundering.
I had that one rivalry, and now I gotta see what I'm gonna do about their next. Like, Aussie Open are just sitting there on the bench, like, with their tag titles. Like, okay, now we finished with the Acclaimed. Now what? So
I just see, like, none of the free agents were very compelling this week to me.
Yeah, at least
I thought about grabbing Daniel Bryan. I saw him in there.
There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones.
Actually, 60K isn't terrible for Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
There's a lot of good free agents. It's just that it wasn't what I needed at the time, and I don't want to spend a lot of money. I literally, one thing, I needed a giant.
Yeah. I also want to switch Liv and Beth Phoenix to singles competition and find some better people for my women's tag division. I think only the mid card, the Fatal 4-Way, has a run in. Okay. And I'm not interested in watching anything else other than maybe my main.
Yeah. We'll just go with our standard. I think with the watching the main.
And as you can see, I'm really trying to get money. I booked 2 advertisings and a charity. I'm trying to get fans and money. Fuck storyline right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise match quality. That's the thing that keeps coming up, is increasing the quality of your matches. I think I've finally gotten some rivalries figured out, but
yeah, I'm gonna slowly build up Swerve and then probably maybe face change him.
Yeah,
to go against Roman.
Rivalry grows.
I think right now Randy's a mid carder for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's my mid card champion.
Swerve. Okay. No rivalry there, luckily, I think, because probably don't want him stuck in a rivalry.
I'm going to give him a few squash matches to build him up, so I don't want any rivalries yet.
Donatello.
Raphael. But Priest and Orton, their rivalry grows.
Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be a great show. Like, it was more about the charity and the advertisements.
Yeah.
I knew that would still grow. You know, fucking Damian Priest just cost Randy his belt, so
yeah,
that pushes that. It gets the mid-card title moving around a bit in a fun way. It was a fatal 4-way.
They're close.
What a waste.
Alright, see what am I?
Is this music in game?
I don't think so. I think this is the one that I like changed out in that like great like just replacement of like WWE themes, because when I was initially worried about content IDs and stuff like that. So just gonna pick something out, and also my GeForce Game Ready driver is available. So
I thought that was mine.
Nice.
I was like, what? And I was like, that's not my main monitor. That wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
there's everybody's favorite, Rhea Ripley.
Absolutely. And with good reason.
Yeah.
She's currently, as you can see, the AEW World Women's Champion in our universe.
She's fun for the product. She's fun outside of the product. Like, she has the whole package.
Fucking them plugs. Hopefully, I hope she enjoys the hell out of being able to like go out there and perform in front of her home crowd.
Oh, are they in Australia?
Yeah, the Elimination Chamber
is in Perth, Australia.
Yes.
Oh, they're good.
She is from Australia, but not from Perth. I think she's from that. But I think she wrestled in Perth.
Yeah, she wrestled in various places. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think there's like a big one in Perth, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think like there's a couple like
PWX or something it's called.
There's Melbourne City Wrestling, MCW, which I remember we talked about on Fanny Pack in the last couple episodes. But I think there's I think that might be the one where like she was where Bronson Reed was at.
And the illustrious Tony Storm may have been there too as well.
The timeless Tony Storm.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Timeless.
The pride of Auckland, New Zealand.
Exactly. It's like, oh my God, I'm really enjoying the half black and white, half color thing they're doing. And it's such a simple effect, and it's like, it's amazing how you
the
can
thing I
make
love about
something...
it, right? And a YouTuber I'm not super fond of said this, but I find it to be 10,000% true. But he said this about content creation, but I think it flies across the board in a lot of things where you have to display personality as content.
Yeah, being
cringe is what is almost the most 100% entertaining, right? You have to be somewhat cringe, right, to push and to push personality as entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And cringe is to be free.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am cringe. I am free. Howdy.
And like, there's so much of the Tony Storm stuff that is just a little bit cringy. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh my God, what is she doing? But it makes it amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, like that whole like it's amazing what simply having a halfway moving fader bar can do for
like her trying to do a transatlantic accent. You know what I mean? But it's kind of bad. Almost feels like it's on purpose, whether it's on purpose or not, right? It feels like it's on purpose that it's bad, and it makes it even better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if it was good, it wouldn't come across as well. You know what I mean? Like, because you're like, is she trying to do a transatlantic accent? And you're like, you know what I mean? Like, it has that thing where you're like, she's trying to sound like a 40 starlet.
Yeah,
and then like at first you're like, oh, that's cringy, but then the more you hear it, the more you see it, the more you live in it. You're like, it's so good.
And I guess this is just me. I never thought that it was cringy just because I got it.
Yeah,
I guess. Like, to me, I love old Hollywood. I love old cinema. Seeing Ben Mankiewicz from Turner Classic Movies introduce Tony Storm, that was specifically for me and like 7 other people, but I loved it. So to me, I don't know what cringe is because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah,
but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's I love this class was this yesterday. Her having that just sitting in the ring, like putting the lipstick on her face, like it was like while staring at Deonna Purrazzo.
To me, that's just classic Hollywood method acting.
Exactly. It's just telling the fact that she's gone off the deep end. And it's fantastic.
And like I'm the same way, Dave. Like there was a moment of it, right? Because I was thinking in the wrestling fan sense. I was thinking in the wrestling fan sense of like, oh, this bit is weird. But then I like fell back into my love of like 40s and 50s Hollywood. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Which is always so weird. I'm just putting this out there, right? This has to be said because two black men just both said this. Yes. I think we do both understand how racist 40s and 50s Hollywood is.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Do we really have to say that?
No, we don't have to. We don't have to.
There, like,
but I love
like,
putting an asterisk on something.
Oh.
No, because other people don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So this is your case.
God damn it! I'm tired of disclaimers for fucking stupid people. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of disclaimers. I'm tired of making exceptions. I'm gonna say what I have to say. God damn it! And if you don't get it,
all right, Trump,
try to keep up.
Oh, here comes the barbed wire board. Holy crap!
Oh, barbed board.
Yeah.
Barbaro.
Yeah. The best part is where they clip into the edge, where technically the ladder that it replaces doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about Toshiro Mifune earlier. Of course, I like old cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not old Hollywood.
Yeah. It's old Japan.
Yeah.
Different colonizer. Oh.
Okay, Liv.
All right.
Went past
all right, Liv.
Ow. We know you like to be extreme, but
the video game is video gaming.
All right, come on. We have yet to, like, it's funny, we've had this mod. We have yet to have anybody like actually like use it and like land in it.
They used it a bit more than it's been used there.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, also there's been like a lot of like we're ramping up to the launch of 2K24, so they've been like putting out like rating reveals and things like that, roster reveals.
Yeah, all that shit is so goofy.
Yeah.
That shit is cringe.
That shit is properly cringe. Like, also people who take those ratings seriously, those people are especially cringe. Like,
I like, look, you know, it's part of the product, and the wrestlers have to react to it. And I just love the people who are like, what? Yeah, okay. Like, oh man, like they don't know how to react to it. You know, like they're like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. Also,
I think the best one I saw and I've loved across all of them is Kevin Owens. He's just like, yeah, whatever, man. That's cool. Hey, Kofi, should I care about this? or I think he said Woods. It's like, Woods, is this something I should care about?
This goes the guy.
And Xavier Woods is like, yes, it's something you should care about. Like,
okay. I want obviously what matters to me and us is what if anything that they've changed for GMO. There seems to be like some expansion, more like there's going to be more match types, but it's just like they just had like a little general like
Rhea might lose the chip here.
Yeah.
Which is funny because this is where the storyline is actually going.
Rhea and Liv doing a thing?
Liv's on her revenge tour.
And she does it. Holy crap.
Her whole thing is Rhea's the reason she was injured, so she's going to get her revenge.
Okay. So take everything from her, including her title. She's taking her title.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan.
Now let's see if people actually cheer for her this time.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
All right, good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when the ratings and the tweets come out.
We'll see. Hell yeah.
Had a title change hands on a weekly.
Great.
Not even at a pay-per-view, on a regular show, which you don't see in actual wrestling anymore.
AEW occasionally, you know, if you're not paying attention, they'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around and do something like that. Okay, we're not gonna be able to watch the main.
Honestly, you know me, PD. I don't give a shit.
Which one do I want to watch? I like all. I kind of want to watch. Wait, Air Fox and Jungle Boy. I kind of want to watch a TLC match.
That's 3. Ring the bell.
Freshly the Samoan juice. Boo. That's all.
I'll take it.
Did Bobby lift again during his promo?
No MVP.
Wesley. He talked about, you know, he wants to fight Wesley. I shouldn't. That was ableist of me. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It does seem like Bobby is getting another run a little bit in WWE. He is being talked about.
All right, let's
bantied about.
They had an AR Fox
and Jack Perry
and Jungle Jack Perry, or
the
Hollywood
catalyst,
Jack Perry,
the new catalyst in professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really curious about what's going to happen when he returns to AEW. And I'm curious about him in New Japan.
Yeah.
The following champion versus champion contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And it's for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 167 pounds.
Jack Perry.
Jack Perry.
The name Jack isn't in the game.
I'm sure it is, but that's not how I make the names. To make the name.
I wasn't asking you specifically, PD.
Oh, okay. But a lot of these that are, they're assigned like call name is just generic superstar, which has a blank call name.
And introducing the champion from Fairfield, Connecticut, weighing in at 185 pounds.
Hold on.
Is the NXT North American champion.
Oh, he is from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Well, I know he runs the school out of Atlanta.
Yeah. But it's just kind of like the scene where he grew up, got got his name in, but like, yeah, from the Northeast. Also, allegedly, this is his entrance.
He is of the Northeast indie scene. AR Fox.
This TLC match for the Pure Championship.
The Pure Wrestling Championship. The rules are in play. Oh, no, they're not. This is a TLC match. Never mind.
I wish you could, like, I think there's like, I wish you could customize it in here. I don't know how well you can customize it outside of here, but like, it'd be cool to be able to actually make a pure rules match. Bob Callie's playing Rocket League, apparently.
Shout out Bob Callie.
Hung out, watched the Rumble with him.
Very good.
I popped in and out.
It was like the three of us just hanging out.
I got cheated, but you know.
Yeah. Goddamn, like.
I literally got all the joke picks.
Yeah. Like, was it? Oh my god, I gotta find the Royal Rumble. Okay, 2024 Royal Rumble pool. Okay, Kaz.
I had Shinsuke. I think I had JD McDonough and R-Truth.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you had you basically had one not joke pick, but more of somebody who's maybe not whose story doesn't necessarily involve winning the Royal Rumble right now. You then got R-Truth.
Yeah.
And Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
And JD McDonough. So you had and it's funny, it's like those are either 22, 23, and 24. So it's like just a back to back disappointment. I remember that. It's like
let's go away from a disappointment and something that could in fact be very promising. AEW at some point is returning to Arthur Ashe Stadium this year. And the rumored show is going to be Forbidden Door 3.
Yeah.
So that will be the show with New Japan Pro Wrestling, possibly CMLL.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And when is that supposed to be?
Forbidden Door is usually, it's like in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forbidden Door is the joint promotion show that started with AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling.
And it's usually like, yeah.
And last year's Forbidden Door 2 was maybe one of the best wrestling pay-per-views ever.
Yeah. Because by then we should have a full AEW Will Ospreay.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I'm hoping that CMLL is involved, so we see more of Hechicero. We get that Hechicero, Bryan Danielson 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah. I did enjoy these like matches against CMLL talents because it's like I know that it's, you know, it wasn't really a thing that they were worried about, but I love the idea that the need to defend the company against the BCC transcended the borders of Rudos and Technicos, because as you said, the Rudo versus with Volador Jr. or the Technico, and
it's for the honor of Lucha Libre.
Exactly.
And man, it is so good seeing like good Lucha Libre on television. I love it. I love seeing good, smooth Lucha Libre.
And I think Jack Perry's gonna win the title. Oh, what? Might be. Oh no. And I hate to say it as somebody who like has been a fan before. I think at this point I really hope we make more steps of AEW just further distancing themselves from AAA, especially while Conan is still running the place there. It's just a fucking shit show.
It's a shit show. AAA has been a shit show. Like I think that's part of its appeal.
Yeah, and it's like
I've said that for years. Part of AAA's appeal is that it's kind of a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
It's the TNA of Mexico, derogatory.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like how Pro Wrestling Noah is the TNA of Japan, derogatory.
Exactly. I just want fucking TK buy. I guess the fucking knocking down the ladder. That was perfect. I want TK to just buy some trademarks from them and just fucking. And
I would like some luchadoras.
Yes.
We are long overdue in America for some more luchadoras.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Sarah Stock. And for the longest time, I've always loved Taya Valkyrie. I love Thunder Rosa. I would love to see some more luchadoras in AEW or just in wrestling in general.
Or as they put it, Amazonas. Like Amazons.
Yeah.
Maybe what is that? I also would love it'd be impossible for them to make it work and not have it be silly. But I would love to see more cyberneticos in in American wrestling. Just a nice classic fucking cybernetico.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
And everything that I've been seeing with AEW and CMLL, I feel like we might be getting a cybernetico.
That'd be dope.
I feel like we might be.
Like a 10-on-10, just full lineup.
Yeah.
Or if they do a game, do a show at a baseball stadium in the future, we could have a 9-on.
Now, for the folks at home, a cybernetico is an elimination tag match that is popular in Mexico in Lucha Libre, where there is a multi-person tag team, and they're usually like larger tag teams, like 7, 8, 9, and they will go in sort of a batting order, where the wrestlers on each side will go in a specific order.
So there really is only one person on the corner. So it's really just two people, one-on-one in the ring, with one person ready to be tagged in. So it's less complicated than it sounds with the 9-9-9, 10-on-10. I think that's why it's a great way to format these big matches.
And they fight until there is a single winner left. Even if wrestlers are on the same team, they compete until there is one final winner. But at its core, it's an elimination tag team match.
It's like how Survivor Series used to be.
Well, they still do it, don't they?
I don't think they do the sole Survivor thing anymore. And I don't think they did a traditional Survivor Series match recently, in a couple of recent months. I have to look it up again. But yeah. And of course, not just in because it was a prominent thing in Lucha, it's also one of the big things that they brought in, Mike Quackenbush brought in as a concept in Shikara.
That he did.
It was fun. I always like those Cyberneticos. Oh, and it looks like we're gonna have a new pure champion if you can get this one thing. Yeah, it's gonna be it.
That'll do it.
That'll do her.
Aaron Foster's just chilling out the ring.
I have to fix this victory music, apparently.
Here's your winner and new NXT North American champion,
Jack Perry.
Younger boy, Jack Perry. So yeah, we have I think back to the discussion of the new game. Is there like we've been talking about like what we want in the new game? Is there anything else you guys think of like or should be must have?
Match type, better control,
actual tag teams.
Yeah,
actual tag teams. Like you know, being able to do promotions for your tag teams.
Exactly.
Like,
I want a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that would be
GM
a Royal Rumble.
I wouldn't be opposed to a Money in the Bank integration.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a fun way to like.
But that's a great storyline thing.
Yeah.
1, 2, it's over. Bring it.
Ooh, Sami Zayn getting his win back from JVZ and Extreme Rules.
After being decimated.
Excellent promo from Alexa Bliss. Grows her rivalry. Okay, it's worked out a little bit better than I feared. That turned out great. Cash Wheeler was injured.
Okay. Cash Wheeler injured 5 weeks.
I would also love like being able to have stables. So like,
yeah,
cool. I can have like if I have someone running like I have the Usos and Roman Reigns, right? Like if I have one of the Usos fuck somebody over in a match for Roman Reigns, I don't want that rivalry to count for the person and the Usos. I'd want that promotion to count, you know, for the rivalry I have going with whoever's fighting Roman.
Yeah.
Like that seems a little complicated.
Like managers and tag team, like there has to be like room for like managers and tag team and stables of like how they integrate and you know how they matter to that. Like managers, just having a manager.
Yeah, which they used to have in the older games, and like it seems like we've gone away from that. But like the manager are great.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna get probably more info because let me see. Where is the?
I think I uninstalled this 2K24, but I might reinstall it and play around in universe mode a little more.
2K23.
No, I think I have 24. I think it was on sale one day for like.
Oh, is it released already? Or
not 24, 23. Yeah, 23.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was thinking 22 in my head when you said 23.
But it is releasing March 8th.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it when it comes out.
We're not going to be switching to that game. We're not going to be switching to that game when it comes out. We're going to finish this season. We're going to probably
unless somehow, some way, fucking Steam has a great sale on it.
Yeah, no, which
I'm not getting it for a bit.
And I'm gonna give it time for all the work that needs to be done to bring over the mods and set up mod installation and things like that. So our season is gonna go till at least May. So we have time. So we're gonna give it a couple months till everything, like all the DLC. And the big thing I think is at the very least till all the DLC is released. And then everything is like, you know. Oh, and the other thing, the speculation was like, is Brock Lesnar gonna be in the game? Is he not? Is he gonna be in, like, as someone who like has been installing like using installing mods, it's actually fairly easy for them to like just either replace him or just turn him off in the roster.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, in general, that's not a hard thing. They could just hot swap him for someone else.
Yeah, like I did.
It doesn't really matter.
You just got to change his model.
And then the movesets would still be there for the people who want him in the game.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be the one of them. It's gonna be he's gonna be that. There's gonna be he's gonna be to 2K24 what at 2K24's community creations what CM Punk was to this community creations.
Yeah.
Or the like community creations of all the other games.
Or how you can pretty much just find the whole AEW roster in community creation.
Yeah, pretty much. I just like having the fucking mods because they do really great work with the mods.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, but I also respect the people who.
Oh yeah, no, community creations are great.
I love the people who use the paintbrush they're given. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Oh, they're both great, especially for like because the community creations, especially for that's great for console players. So you have so many.
I mean,
like
that's great for people
that...
who just don't want to mod their shit in general.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
like some people just don't want to go through that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have some great. They do some great work out there. I mean, like, a lot of the times when I install mods, I don't have. They don't. Their profiles for the app that I use to like inject their profile info generally doesn't have. Either I have to make it, and I'm not going to sit there and fucking, even with the new tools available with Meta, to fucking pick out one by one all the moves on drop down menus, like, because I ain't got time for that. I mean, I'm too lazy for that. Or they don't. If I use one that someone's already made, they don't come with moveset. So I will just steal. I will just download a community creation and just copy the moveset over. So shout out to all those people accurately putting their movesets on their creation. Making my life easier. Remember when you could
actually create a move, and that's how, like, the people who did that, where you had to like go through the little motion of the move to be like, those were real champions out there.
Oh yeah, the real like you're the real MVP.
Yeah, like doing that in game, like, oh yeah, he does this dance, and then you grab.
Ooh, splash. Hyper Niven. Oh. The blackout. Daisy Summer cuts out the lights and appears behind Hyper Niven. I'm like, what the hell was happening?
Video game is video gaming?
Well, it's more like it's a thing. It's called playback. Oh no, the payback. It's the blackout. So it's like if you have a payback available to you, you can trigger it, and the lights will go out, and you appear behind the other competitor. Great for spooky characters. I'd forgotten about that. It looks like Daisy is about to escape.
Not unless Piper Niven has something to say about it.
Just not that. Oh. Also, there's a talk of AEW Grand Slam being a pay-per-view this year, according to PWI.
That's PW Insider, not Pro Wrestling.
Also, Bears great Steve Mongo McMichael is set to leave the hospital today.
Hey.
So that's good news.
All right, Mongo. Great that he recovered.
Good for Mongo. Holy moly. Daisy chucks Piper Niven off the top of the cage.
Get off me.
Oh, he's almost there.
Piper Niven is having none of it.
Let's see. I'm gonna see this. Like, is this a video or just a tweet of Austin Theory responding to a journalist that's calling wrestling fake?
Are we still doing that?
Yeah, because some people are just like, they forget that wrestling even exists, and as far as they're concerned, they think they're like, oh, wrestling, that that in their mind it's still it's still like the 90s or 80s.
I think the thing that brought that conversation back to the forefront was the whole like UFC, like, you know, kind of that mix and match of wrestlers and UFC people kind of hanging out.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that. It's been years since that's been a thing now.
Yeah.
Like, the cat
but you have to remember,
bag on Pro.
Fans are slow to react.
Not fans, regular stupid people,
which are fans
of other things.
Period.
Yeah,
it's across the board. They're still fans. If you're talking about the product, you're a fan.
But they don't know because this is like a journalist that they're doing a media tour at like a random place. It's like, it's like, oh, Piper Nivens
gets the dub.
Awesome. Was it? Oh. All right, let me see this.
Bring me all the way here for some media, man. This guy's talking.
I am going to try and wind down a little early this evening.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take off.
All right.
I saw my star ratings. I saw my rivalries. I think I'm good.
Okie dokie.
Kaz, my man.
Ooh, rivalry.
Enjoy your night.
Petey.
All right. Enjoy. Take care.
Viewers and listeners, live long and prosper.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good night. Each. How have your like TTRPG plannings been going on? Ooh, new champion.
I am so the big campaign I've slowed down on because I'm overthinking it. So I'm trying to work my way back and just simplify things and not you know, fucking think about how the water interacts with sand. You know what I mean? Like just figure out terrain, figure out 2 other fucking kingdoms, and then, you know, find players. Be like, where do you want to be from, and let them also craft a fucking flag in the world, kind of thing. And then the only thing I'm stuck on is I in general am not the biggest fan of a lot of the ways that people do magic in D&D, where it's just very easy because nobody wants to deal with like the, you know, crafting components and spell components and things like that. And I want to find a way to make it simple but also integrate those things, because I want to make this a long, for my long campaign, I'm going to make this I want to make it a long campaign thing. So I want, you know, people who are willing to kind of tell story, you know what I mean, like, and role play, and build out their characters or whatever. Because like in my head, the way my eyes see things is I'm like, cool, I would love to like build it where like the party doesn't start together, you know what I mean? Like maybe their first 5 levels is them learning their first 5 levels, and then cool, set out on adventure, you know what I mean? Like and find your way together. Or if you want to start together, start together. That part's always up to the players.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like, cool, you're a party. Let's swing the world.
Yeah. You kind of have like a thing, because there's always a different schools of thought with that. You could say like, oh, the old-fashioned, you meet in a bar, or you might do like chance encounter, and you're all in the same place. Like the thing we're doing with PT by Hand of the Eight. I'm thinking basically like it's more or less you all happen to be in this town when this happens, and then like the thing that causes you to be grabbed have to move to action and be involved with it, you just get grabbed. Like you help me with this. And it happens to be the party.
Yeah, I want to have a more natural bringing together, because I also like party politics a little bit, which is again one of those things not everyone loves. You know what I mean? Like, but I love having a party that doesn't get along, or doesn't initially get along, and has to learn to work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm literally thinking, like, this place that I built out as the starting place is a utopia, right? So there is no problem in this place. The problem is the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still in this gray space of one of my world building like bubbles is what is the lie that the world believes, and I think I'm gravitating towards like this place isn't the utopia that everyone who is from this region thinks that it is.
Yeah.
Or something in the world isn't as dangerous as this utopia makes it out to be. It's one of those two that I am permeating, because this starting place is going to be very grand, it's going to have the castle on the hill. It's going to be a giant city state surrounded by small towns that provide, service, whether it's farming or mining or all these things. Like this one area was so prosperous and so fruitful, and they now it's an empire. Like, through and through. This place that I built is an empire, but it's built to be that way for a very specific reason.
Why is Aubrey Edwards talking to Trick Williams' ass?
Well, his head was down on the other side, so she's checking on him. He's also bleeding,
That's true.
But she's trying to see what that blood did.
Because I'm thinking like, what am I gonna do for? Because we got on TTD we have this Hand of the Eight. And after that, I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Because I'm thinking that's going to be my first opportunity to leave D&D and maybe do Pathfinder or something like that, or one of the other options. But it's just a matter of like, okay, which story do I want to tell, or which story do I want to create the foundation for the party to tell.
Yeah. And then the Lancer thing I want to do, I already know like the missions and missives. I just got to start, I know you said you're interested. I know Steve is interested. I know Panda's interested.
Do you have a virtual tabletop solution already?
Foundry.
Yeah,
I have a Foundry
account.
You have a Foundry.
Okay. You have Forge, I imagine?
I don't know, because last time I used Steve's table with my account, and he had all the assets.
Yeah.
So
you bought Foundry the license.
No, I just have my account. Steve has the license.
Oh, okay.
Just always lets me use
so you
it.
Have a Forge
Anytime
license?
I'm like, I just want to do it. I think he purchased everything because Steve's a very
it's just I'm like, where's the server? Because I have my Foundry and my server set up with Foundry. And my server,
I think
he
just was
Linux.
using stuff off his PC because I downloaded a bunch of my own assets and just plugged it in.
Yeah.
or made assets.
Oh, Timothy Thatcher making Trick Williams tap.
Yeah, made him bleed and made him tap.
He was stomping on his fingies like over and over and over again. I'm like, damn. He's a mat technician. Yeah, I also have did I install Lancer? I don't know. I forgot to install Lancer again.
Yeah, but Lancer's really fun. It like it's very simplistic. It's like it almost works the way like Dimension 20 does it. It's like role play here, fighting here, you know,
yeah.
like
I think must not have it available anymore. I also have it set up with Cyberpunk and Pathfinder already on my thing, and looks like Blaze of the Dark, but it might not be compatible with the latest version.
Yeah, Tinky was doing some of the Cyberpunk stuff, and I kind of want to do a long Cyberpunk campaign as well, but like I'm trying to do just one thing at a time.
That's the other possibility, and I think for me, it might be not necessarily any of these. And here's the thing: I might pick a system, but not necessarily be married to the like the supposed default world of that system. Like I might use Cyberpunk, but not necessarily be a Cyberpunk world. Like I might just use Cyberpunk as like the baseline for how you know we do the game mechanics, but it might be like just somewhat near future, you know, just near future, maybe elf punk or something like that. like
I mean, I love Cyberpunk because I'm not super fantasy driven a lot of times, you know, like, and I kind of love how Cyberpunk works, and even though I enjoy playing it, like when we've done it with Tinky, sometimes she can be a little rigid and too by the book. And like, I kind of want to do.
I just want to. I don't want to do Night City. Part of me, and here's the silly part of it. I just want to do a Cyberpunk campaign. I just want to set it in Miami.
Yeah, and that's fun too. Like I almost want to do a cyberpunk thing.
Not cyberpunk, near future high tech Miami. You know.
Yeah, and one of the things I kind of love
rivalries up. Okay.
This again is one of these things that exist in my head as a role player and a storyteller, and not just like a combat driven person. I fucking love I would just love to do slice of life with like near future shit. Like there's gonna be combat, there's story, but I would love to live in the minutia of you start as like a security guard, you know what I mean, and then you work your way into being like this thing, or you started as like some amateur boxer and then boom, or like, you know, like an IT person, and then you become a fucking like this amazing hacker or whatever, and earn this shit.
Like me too. Like I love making the world feel alive with like those little like moments.
And I think that's the minutia I'm getting a little bit too caught of in my own world building. Is I'm like, where does the food carts in this mega utopia? You know what I mean? Like I've built out my grand structures. Like, oh, this is the castle that you know the original king and his party built. You know what I mean? To show their control of the land or whatever. And then as they gained smarter and smarter people to help them, they built this giant city state, you know, like, and then they delved the regions or whatever, because it was a land that people fought for because of its grandness or whatever. So, because I will say this is another world building thing I picked up, and for anyone out there listening to this was a great tip. Take something that exists and simplify it. I took the United Kingdom in its great time of like taking things from people, and I simplified it, right? And I D&Dified it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, oh, I want to D&Dify the UK. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cool, Grand Castle, very into their royals almost more than anything else, right? Because there's also there's also clerics and things like that. But everything is more about the grandness of their lineage and their royalty and stuff like that, right? So they talk way more about that in this giant city state than anything else, where it's almost their clerics' devotion and worship isn't to the gods that they have, but to the lineage of holding up this aristocracy.
Mm-hmm. And then you can use a city domain cleric from Enslipping City.
Yeah. Which actually you just gave me a great idea, and I don't have my notebook near me.
But yeah, like for me, I just pull all those details out of my ass when we're playing.
Yeah.
I just like, oh, this is how it is.
I'm literally not lying, and I'm mad I don't have my fucking notebook right here to write this down. I'm gonna have to go get it.
Just type it in your DMs. But like
I have two ways of keeping notes. I have a little notebook, and then I use Chat GPT.
Nice. I like little random things like I don't know, like so they went you know, in TTT they went to go back to see this noble to check in on him, because they kind of like got it was this whole storyline of like Daisy's character, when in Summer, she got a letter that supposedly from this noble that they helped, they rescued him from like these like goblet bandits or whatever. I don't remember that whole like encounter, because that was like a module that we just went through. But got a letter and got her like tuition to the like school or the academy, the place of like learning the Cobalt Soul, which is like her monk teaching place. But her like salary, her tuition was paid off, and she got a nice letter, you know, a little oddly like written, but nice letter. And they went to, but they were, I also had a situation happen where she got invited to a like you know, like a icebreaker new students like party for just like students of the Cobalt Soul. And during that party she like saw it was like involved like a shape-shifting demon that was posing as that noble previously. Well, in that party, because they kicked his ass and they ruined his operation, but he escaped. She's like in the middle of that party, she saw him across the room staring at her, and then he disappeared. So I had that moment. So they had reason to go back to check on him. So what I had, and this is where the detail, I just like had them when they went back, they like the wife and the noble were walking out of their house with like easels and like canvases and paints, and they were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go on like a date. Like they're having a thing. They're not just like NPCs standing in their house. They're like, oh, we're going on a date, and they caught them in that. Or when we were driving up from one place to the other, they walked past this little village in the like the subtropic area, and then they just had people like say hi to their driver, and it was just the random interactions, maybe some information, but all of it was just to like make the pathing, the world, just there's people here and they live, and you know, they just had like a kid get on the thing and share like a papaya with the group. Like,
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like having those little moments, those little like sitcom moments.
Oh yeah.
All right, your collusion thing. Anything?
Oh yeah. Let me look at it. I was kind of half looking at it, and then I opened up Chat GPT to write down that idea you gave me. 41,000 fans. That's great. 64,000 monies. We know Kenny's leaving. That's going to hurt us a little bit, but you know, we were able to put on a good show. The fans loved seeing Raphael out there. Maybe. One fan loved it. One fan was like, all right, he's the newest punching bag.
Yeah.
Damian Priest taking during the match. Things about to get worse. Cool. That's playing over. No, he's doing great. Nice. Okay. Hey, look, man, we're out here doing good causes. Nice. Good. Liv crowned new champion tonight. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just a statement of fact. All right. Yeah.
I think the exclamation mark might be like they're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Collision.
Intense. Okay. They're loving the Dom and Big Bill. They're trying to sell us stuff tonight, but at least it was fairly entertaining. All right. Hey.
Yeah. There
we go. Oh. All good.
All right.
No real negative stuff in those.
But no major notes. But yeah, it worked out. This is Ring of Honor. This
good screenshot
of this.
Lost a little bit of money, but he did spend a lot of money on the show. So
I think it's going to be like a lot of like losing a tiny chunk of money like every week. La Mera had an incredible match. That's cool. Oh, Dynamite. I gotta screenshot this.
Oh, bunch of fans.
And gained money. And Pac and Cash Wheeler are an incredible tag team. Too bad Cash Wheeler's injured. And mine I really need to see that we got a good amount of money. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Enjoyed seeing Lita lose against the Fallen Goddess, who's a far more talented fighter. I think that they're in the rivalry, so she's like talking shit about Lita. Like, like I prayed for this and it happened. Oh, no, we didn't talk about how great Drew has been doing with his heel work, like in his meme-ish heel work. Like, I prayed for this and it happened. So you have a trophy now. You have the 2 Extreme card. Okay. We got To the Moon. Okay. Oh, Dynamite has their. So I'm now no longer in first place. Yeah. I'm looking. Okay. Okay. Damn, like a lot of things procced for him. We got the free crew booking. Yeah. Yep. No longer number 1. Because he was ahead of me in fans. It was just that trophy holding me up. Now we all have our trophies.
Now it's back to shows. It's back to based on how the shows and the fans are.
Yeah.
So I'm catching up a bit in fans here. I'm still the lowest money right now.
Yeah. Ring of Honor's catching up a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean, he can boost his next couple shows and kind of skyrocket and still kind of manage money because he didn't do what I did and just buy out a bunch of rosters to try to flush his thing. Which, I mean, helped me a little bit, but you do get lost in the minutia of how many people you end up with. You're like, oh shit, there's a lot of people. But you do get a good like week to week push when you have a lot of talent. Like 1 week you could book a show crazy. And then the next week do something, and then when you get to your pay-per-view, it gets great. Oh my goodness, more contracts for me.
At least one.
Yeah.
Should have control.
Right. Oh my lord. Actually, I really want to keep Jade happy because she's a big draw for us.
Yeah, she has 59 popularity, which is good.
Yeah.
And it's good to build on, and a giant, which is useful. There's not, as you saw, there's not a lot of giants out there.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna keep Jade happy.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
It cost me a bit, but we're gonna keep Jade happy.
Look, this has got to stop. I'm serious. I mean, LP, like, just that's on you, man. Okay.
I think I have a fixed match, and we do have a new squash person to put out there for people. So I may use a fixed match just to get this guy a win.
I appreciate the title shot, and it's good to know I've got a boss that keeps their word. It was great to be champion. Glad I joined AEW Collision. All right. And,
there it is.
It was a good
there
moment. Whoop, there it is. All right. Let me just go ahead and say goodbye, everyone, and thank you for joining us with for this edition of GM Mode. I think my ping tuber, because it once again floated even further up. I don't know what the hell. I think we're rising and rising. I gotta figure it out. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Be sure to hang around with us again next time. Watch all the shows. Check out our YouTube. Check us out live over on Twitch if you're over on YouTube. Watch all our other shows, including, like we talked about, Through the Tomes. A lot of fun things happening. Like I talked about, Handle the 8 and whatever fun future things we have going on. But yeah. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Peace.
Annyeong.